up, guys? My name is Kameding, and today I have for you guys the ultimate unturned sniper guide. Everything you need to know about bullet drop, everything you need to know about being a master at sniping. Now, I know a lot of people have been asking about this, so I said, hey, it's time to make a video on this. Now, I've seen a lot of videos on the YouTubes about snipers, about bullet drop, but every video is missing a couple items. So I'm gonna go as in depth as possible, give you guys everything you need to know about sniping, and hopefully after this video, you'll be a much better sniper. Now, before we really talk about all this sniping and bullet drop stuff, there's two different values that you need to know about. There's Ballistic Travel and Ballistic Drop. Now, this is very, very important, so listen up. Ballistic Travel is, of course, the speed of your bullet. And also, most unturned guns have the same ballistic travel. Almost all guns actually have the exact same ballistic travel, and we can call that value X. It doesn't matter, there's not really a value number to it, it's just X. That's the speed of a bullet. And now this is when things get interesting. Of course we have that value X, but not every single gun has that value X. We have some varieties. There is actually 3 different snipers that have its own ballistic travel. We have the Grizzly and Timberwolf at 12.5, and the Echo at 15. So that means the Echo is actually the fastest shooting gun in the game. The bullet is just magnificently fast. And the Grizzly and Timberwolf follows, and then all other guns like the Maple Strike, the Sniperskia, the Sabertooth, the Matamoras, all other guns follow that. Of course, bows have a value of 5, so that's very, very low. And it's a bow, so what do you expect? And then we also have a value known as Ballistic Drop. Now, this is just a number that you multiply with the gun's bullet drop to make it more or less. And specific attachments actually affect this. The Ranger and military muzzles will make 10% less bullet drop. But then if we take a look at the military and Ranger suppressors, that's gonna have 10% more bullet drop. And the makeshift muffler, that's going to have 20% more bullet drop. So it does matter if you put those attachments on, although a 10% change to the bullet drop, I'm telling you right now, isn't going to really affect anything until you get maybe to up to 200 meters. So possibly on snipers, it will change stuff. But if you just put a suppressor and muzzle on something like an assault rifle with not the greatest range, you're not going to really be able to see any difference. Trust me, boys, it's not going to change anything. The makeshift muffler might affect some, but once again, you're not going to really be able to tell anything. And now that I told you all of those values, now we need to look in game and how each gun shoots. Now, like I said, I told you the 3 snipers, Echo, Grizzly, and Timberwolf. Those 3 guns are the only special snipers that you have to worry about. Of course, the Shadow Stalker, if you do care, has no bullet drop, so we don't care about the Shadow Stalker. So before we go to those 3 special snipers, let's just go to the average gun. So this can be a Sniperskia, a Sabertooth, a Maple Strike, a Heartbreaker. These all have the same exact bullet drop and the same exact bullet speed. We're just going to be using the Sniperskia for now. Now we're going to be looking at 3 different scopes. We have a 7x scope, an 8x scope, and a 16x scope. Now, of course, each scope has a different magnification level, so each scope is gonna be different on the mil dots. If you don't know what the mil dots are, look at your scope, whether that be a 7x, 8x, 16x, just look at it and you'll see little dashes or little arrows on each scope. That actually tells you different ranges depending on how far you are. Now, of course, like I just said, each scope is a different magnification level, so of course, each mil dot is gonna be different depending on the scope that you use. Now, like I said, first we're going to be using a Sniperskia. Now, this doesn't matter if you use a Sniperskia or a pistol or a Maple Strike or a Yuri. Literally every single gun will be the exact same as what I'm showing you right now, except the 3 special snipers that we'll be getting to in a little bit. Now, anyways, if you look at a 7x scope, you can see the mil dots right here. First off, in the settings, I suggest you change it to meters, because if it's in yards, then the mil dots are kind of whacked out, all the numbers. So just change it to meters, because that's what the mil dots are supposed to be. They're supposed to be metered mil dots. Okay, now for the 7x scope, the middle mil dot will be at 0 meters. 1 dot down will be 75, another dot will be 150, and another dot will be 200. And after that, you're basically out of range, because this is for all other guns and no gun has that big of a range. So if you take a look, we see this zombie at 150 meters. So we're gonna go 2 mil dots down and we're gonna shoot it and we're gonna get a perfect headshot. Now let's go down to 8x scopes. The very middle of this 8x scope is 0 meters. If we go 1 mil dot down, it changes to 100 meters. The next mil dot is 175 and the mil dot after that is 250. So once again, I see a zombie right here at 175 meters. So let's go 2 mil dots down and shoot it. It hits it right in the head. And finally, we have the 16 times scope. Now this scope is of course the most magnified, so it has a lot more mil dots because there's a lot more ranges here. So of course, once again, the middle, of course, 0 meters. 1 mil dot down is 40 meters. The next mil dot down is 75 meters. Now next one, 110 meters. Then we have 145, 180, 215, and then 250 meters is that very bottom one. So let's find a zombie at 180 meters. So let's go to the 5th mil dot down, shoot that zombie in the head, and a perfect headshot. Now once again, that was for all other guns besides the 3 special guns that I'm gonna be talking about right now. First off, we have the Timberwolf and the Grizzly. Like I said at the beginning, they both have the same exact ballistic speed, meaning the bullet travels the exact same. It's different than all other ones, but the Timberwolf and Grizzly are the exact same. So once again, let's go back to a 7 times scope. For the Timberwolf and Grizzly, the middle is 0 meters. Then we have 75 meters. Next one down is 175, then 250, and then the rest are of course out of range. It gets a little far at that point. So let's shoot this gun all the way 250 meters. That's 3 mil dots down, and we're gonna hit that zombie right in the head. Going to an 8 times scope. The middle is 0 meters. Let's go to 1 mil dot down. It hits 125 meters. Then we have 225 meters, and then we have 300 meters. So let's find a zombie right here at 125 meters. 1 mil dot down, right in the head. And now the 16 times scope on either the Timberwolf or the Grizzly. The middle one is of course 0 meters. Next we have 50 meters, then 95 meters. Then we have 140 meters, 180 meters, 225 meters, 270, and then 300. So let's shoot this zombie 270 meters away. That's 6 mil dots down, and we shoot that zombie right in the head. And lastly, let's work on this Echo. Now the Echo is the most special sniper because it's the fastest sniper in the game. It shoots the fastest, so all of its values are slightly different. Go on to a 7 times scope. The middle is of course, like I always say, 0 meters. The next one down is 100 meters, and the next one down is 225 meters. And since the Echo has a cap of 300 meter range, the next one down is completely out of range. So this zombie right here at 150 meters, so that's gonna be right in between the 1st and 2nd mil dot. So let's aim right in the middle, shoot it, and it hits right in the head. Now the 8 times scope has a middle one of 0 meters. The next one is 150 meters, and the next one is 250 meters. So this time let's find a zombie at, let's say, 100 meters. So it's gonna be a little above the 1st mil dot. Let's shoot it, and we get a hit. And now the 16 times scope. The middle is 0 meters. The 1st mil dot is 60 meters. The next one is 110 meters. Then we have 170 meters, 220 meters, and 265 meters. So let's find a zombie right at 220 meters. Let's shoot it at that 4th mil dot, and there we go, good to go. And that is everything that you need to know about bullet drop with every single scope. So now you might be thinking, okay, that's cool, I learned all this, but what if I don't have a rangefinder? It gets a little hard. Also, it's very hard to, learn every single value of every single mil dot. Especially it's hard because some guns have different valued mil dots. So you don't really need to remember the exact numbers because, let's be honest, that's a little hard unless you have a photography memory where you just take a little snapshot with those eyes and you just remember. But that's just not going to happen. So what you need to do is practice, practice, practice. I'm going to leave a workshop map down below. It's an aiming map, and you can just climb inside a watchtower and you can just snipe your head off. So just pick up your favorite gun, go into that watchtower, put on a rangefinder at first, find zombies at certain meters, and just start shooting away, see if you can hit it. And then once you think you're getting good at it, take that rangefinder off and then see if you can hit it. It's actually really good practice, and that's how you're going to become a sniping god. It takes practice, boys. You're not going to just out of nowhere, boom, and you're a complete god. It's not going to happen even after watching this video. You need to practice. But just hop into that workshop map and snipe your heads off. It will be beneficial in the end. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and practice, practice, practice. Make sure to like the video if you enjoy, subscribe if you are new, join my Discord, link in the description below. A lot of friendly people, always friendly, always friendly. Follow all of my social media accounts because, hey, makes me happy. And as always, I will see you guys next time around. My name is Kameding, and I am out of here. See you guys later.